Fight fans all over the world, it's Daddy Pete with Slap Happy Gorilla. What? Lomachenko and George Kambosos is going down. Tonight is going down. Listen, hey, look. This fight, a lot of people say, man, look, they not really looking for this fight, whatever. It's going to be a good fight, I believe. Lomachenko, always fun to watch. He is, man, look, exciting. Just an exciting fighter to watch, man. Once he get his motor going, good footwork, amazing hand speed. Hey, look, I like to watch Lomachenko fight. Now, with Kambosos, look, we already know what Kambosos is capable of. He beat a guy that beat Lomachenko. Listen. This fight is for the IBF World Championship belt for the 135-pound division. Listen, Lomachenko, as exciting a fighter to watch as any. Hey, he went over to Australia for this one. It's going to be held in Perth, which is not exactly where Kambosos is from. But, hey, look, that's still on his home turf, so... good fight, George Kambosos always comes to fight. He's always a game dog in the fight, man. He's not a guy that's finna be mesmerized by somebody's persona, by their record, their notoriety. He don't care how famous you are. He comes in there to do his business. And he proved that everybody basically wrote him off against Lopez, against Teofimo Lopez. But he came and did his thing. He dropped Lopez. You know what I'm saying? Man, everybody was astonished. I'm going to be honest, I was astonished. But, any given night, man, this young man can do his thing. So that's why I really believe this is going to be a good fight. Lomachenko is not taking him lightly, I don't believe. So I think this is going to be a good fight, a lot of good press. Y'all know during fight week, man, you get a lot of good press. It's a lot of good stories because, the press asking questions to all of the professionals as far as the boxers, the promoters, the trainers. So we getting a lot of good press, And one of the things in the press, Bob Arum was saying, hey, with a win over Kambosos, we looking to make Shakur Stevenson and Lomachenko, which is a fight that a lot of fight fans been wanting to see. I know I've been wanting to see that fight, and it's been passed over a couple times. But Bob Arum was kind of making a statement to kind of give you a preview of a way that Lomachenko could become undisputed. Look. In this division at 135, man, it's a long road to undisputed for whoever. So now, because the belts are so spread out, this fight is for the IBF title, right? Y'all know that Shakur Stevenson is the WBC title holder. Y'all know that Tank Davis is the WBA title holder. And Navarrete and Berinchenk is going to be fighting for that vacant WBO title. So, all of the belts are spread out. Let's say Lomachenko does beat Kambosos. He moves on. Now, the thing with Shakur Stevenson, he's on the tail end of his contract with Top Rank. But this may be, I heard somebody else say this. I can't take credit. I can't remember who it was. Like I said, it's a lot of press, a lot of people talking, a lot of people asking questions. I can't remember what platform even, but the guy was saying that Bob Arum will probably use the Lomachenko win. If Lomachenko win, he'll use that to try to entice Shakur Stevenson into signing for more fights by telling him, hey, look, I'll get you this Lomachenko fight. So I mean, I think that's true. That's what Bob Arum said. He said it out his mouth, so it sounds like it's true. That if he beats Kambosos, that Shakur Stevenson, I think he will try to make that fight on the behalf of Shakur Stevenson. Hey, look, I don't know if he's really wanting to sign with Top Rank again, but on a fight-by-fight basis, he got a good manager, so maybe, they say, hey, look, yeah, we'll fight on a one-fight contract. We'll fight Vasyl Lomachenko, especially if it's a attractive offer or whatever. Hey, and I think that'll be a fight that will, if Shakur Stevenson can beat Lomachenko, I think it will take his career to the next level, honestly. He needs that name because Shakur Stevenson, man, he is a very skillful guy. I know that last fight he had wasn't real. That wasn't a good look for his image. But if he beats somebody like a Lomachenko is never in a boring fight. I take that back. The Teofimo Lopez, he fought boring for the first, few rounds or whatever. But really, you always see him in a good fight. So I think that'll be a good fight for Shakur. And I think that if he beats Lomachenko, that takes him into another level as far as clout, as far as influence, because he needs that fighter who has that marquee name. He needs that on his resume to help him become a superstar, because right now, his image ain't looking too good. And also, he just, Bob Arum been getting him in fights, but he just need that marquee name. So I think it'll be a good look, a good fight. Hey, like I said, it's a long road for anybody to undisputed in this particular weight class. But hey, who can do it? Vasyl Lomachenko, man, he beat this guy tonight. He going to fight Shakur Stevenson. Whoever win that fight could fight the winner of Navarrete, Baranchenko, and then that winner can fight Tank Davis for undisputed. That would be, wow. I can't even express how phenomenal that would be. But however it happened, this fight is going down. Vasyl Lomachenko, y'all, everybody know he's a phenom. A lot of people try to paint a picture of him like he's some undefeated type of fighter that's the best thing since sliced bread. Hey, he's fun to watch, I'll say that. But hey, look, in 20 fights, he won 17 and he lost 3. Really, that's not a very good resume by today's standards. But nothing to take away. He is a phenomenal fighter. And we know that he's been on the tail end of some decisions that weren't so, you know what I'm saying? That Salido fight, his second fight in the pros. Hey, y'all know Lomachenko was a decorated amateur. He was a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. They claim in the amateurs that his record was like 390-something fights and only lost 1. I don't know how true that is. I don't know for sure. Only what I've read on certain platforms, and I know that they tried to beef up his record in professional. So I don't know how true that is, but in history, it will never be changed that he's a 2-time a 2-time gold medalist in the Olympics. That means he went 1 year, he got the gold in his weight class, and then 4 years later, he came back to the Olympics and won again. So that is something that's spectacular. I don't care who you are, where you from, that's spectacular. Whatever sport you in, if you could do that in boxing and any other sport, then hey, look, in the Olympics, hey, he a 2-time gold medalist. So, I mean, he's not a shabby guy by any stretch of the imagination. The only thing I can say about him is he is exciting to watch. But he is nothing more than a boxer. He is not the best thing since sliced bread. His name was, beefed up to be who they wanted him to be. And I ain't gonna say it was a disappointment because he's had a good career, a good, professional wise. But he was a decorated amateur, and that's why he was afforded a lot of these opportunities. And at the time when Bob Arum signed him, Eastern Europeans was like the thing. You know what I'm saying? So Bob Arum kind of gave him some opportunities, and that Orlando Salido fight ended up being, I guess you would say, a disaster, because Orlando Salido is a veteran fighter. First of all, he didn't like the fact that Lomachenko was getting an opportunity at his title at only his second fight. He roughed him up, he fought him dirty, and Orlando Salido walked away with the split decision. That was his first loss. Second loss to Lopez was no question, man. Lopez beat Lomachenko. Lomachenko got started like late in the fight. He didn't get going. And he's been noted as a late starter, but Lomachenko was like not even throwing punches in the first few rounds. So it was easy for Teofimo Lopez to throw his jab and win rounds. Them first rounds, Teofimo Lopez was throwing a jab. He got his jab established, and then in the next few rounds, he did some good work. Lomachenko started at the last part of the fight to kind of come out of his shell, throwing punches, landing punches, and he did well at the end. But I mean, Teofimo had already put money in the bank in the first half of the fight, so that was his second loss. That third one against Haney, a lot of people thought was controversial. I'll say this: it was a close fight. The rounds that Lomachenko won were just, you can only say, hey, Lomachenko won those fights. The rounds that Haney won, some of those rounds were swing rounds. They could have went either way. Either way, it was a good fight. It was a close fight. It's in the history books. Sad to say, yeah, Lomachenko didn't get it. If Lomachenko would have got the nod, I wouldn't have been mad. But at the same time, what I'm saying is, it was a close fight. I'm not gonna cry robbery, but it is what it is. Like I say, Lomachenko has got the short end of the stick on some decisions, and that's why he's where he is. But hey, tonight he gets an opportunity to vindicate himself with this world championship belt. And who knows, if he still has some left in the gas tank, he can move on to probably unify. I don't know about become undisputed. That's a long road, like I say, and it is some young bulls in this division. So we'll see what happens tonight. This is Daddy P. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Hey, like, hate, whatever. Make a comment. Hit that bell icon if you subscribe so that you could be notified every time it goes down. This is Daddy P. I'm out of there.